George Pickens had his blow up the other day. And, Matty, do you have the Tomlin thing that you can play first here by chance?
Give me a second here.
He had his blow up the other day on the field. Cameras caught him. Throw me the bleeping ball. Didn't speak to the media after the game. And Mike Tomlin was asked about this yesterday. And I want you to hear his response first before you hear George Pickens, what he had to say today.
Mike, there was frustration with George Pickens. What do you tell him about wanting more targets?
I'd rather say woe to sick him. I want a guy that wants to be a significant part of what it is that we do. Now, the appropriate and professional and mature way to express that, we're growing and working on, and we will continue. But that spirit, that competitive spirit, the guy that wants the ball, no, I want that guy. You know, I'd imagine TJ wants to lay the quarterback down more. We got competitors. This is professional football. These guys know that they have to deliver. And so for a guy that wants to do that, I'm not going to make that a negative, no matter how silly I think the commentary is or people talking about him expressing frustrations and stuff and trying to make it a negative storyline. I laugh at that. Again, that's one of the reasons why we're continually progressing, because we're capable of tuning that BS out.
Tuning that BS out. Well, you could tell that George Pickens, I'm assuming Tomlin said the same thing to him, because I understand that Pickens started with a statement today. Well, let's hear it, and then you can decide for yourself. Go ahead, roll it.
All right, I ain't gonna lie. Before we start this, I ain't finna be just saying stuff for y'all to just paint a, you see what I mean? Make a statement bigger than what it is, or make something bigger than what it is. You can start.
Did you talk to anybody, coaches, specifically about what happened in Atlanta, and what was their reaction to it?
Did you hear what Mike had to say yesterday at his news conference? No. I mean, he basically said he's okay with players who want the ball.
I ain't see it for a while.
How do you balance wanting the ball? He said he likes guys being super competitive. It's just about knowing how to express it. So how's that something that you kind of figure out through your rookie season?
Well, hold on. Say that again. You said expressing what?
How do you express, you're competitive, you want the ball without, maybe being over the top or having something caught on camera that maybe, you don't want to be seen or something like that?
I feel like every player got that, and, it's just what you record. That's all I said in the beginning of this, I'm trying to make something that's not. Because every player, literally every receiver in the past before, you got T.O., I can name so many names. It's just what you want to make it out to be.
George, how do you feel about your role within this offense?
As in, like, what?
Like, do you feel good with your role and your opportunities in this offense?
Yeah.
How can the receivers get a bigger chunk of the targets and the passing yards in this offense right now? How does that happen?
You throw the ball, you catch the ball. Downfield, that's how you get yardage.
You said at the beginning, do you feel you're being unfairly portrayed or unfairly talked about or something? Is that why?
No, I'm just saying in general. I don't want you guys, paint anybody in a different light.
Is that something you'd like to avoid in the future?
What?
The frustration and, being caught on camera the way you were Sunday?
Like I said, that happened with, a lot of receivers I can name in the past, literally video clips. It's only what you paint it out to be.
What are you painting it out to be?
It's not me, it's y'all.
How do you have conversations with, do you talk with Kenny or Mike Tomlin or Matt Canada after the game during practice saying, hey, I do want to get the ball more, how can we make that happen?
Yeah, I talk to them all the time. Not regarding the, getting involved with more, more like winning, winning as a team, not really getting involved more.
George, other time.
All right. He didn't say much, but I guess he said a lot by not saying much, Matty. He's clearly, he doesn't like to be portrayed as a bad guy, a selfish guy. Well, then don't show up your quarterback on the field. I disagree totally with Tomlin. Yeah, I want him to be competitive too, but I don't want him to show up Pickett on the field. Ben always used to say that to me. He goes, I tell those receivers, don't you ever show me up. I won't show you up, but don't you ever show me up either.
Yeah, and I don't know if Tomlin necessarily endorsed his decision to do that on the sidelines because he did couch it by saying the mature, the appropriate way to
Still
show that
working
we're
on it.
still working on it. He still likes his desire to get the football. Man, Pickens was very, he did not want to say much of anything, really. I mean, I don't think he wanted to meet with the media at all today, really, if it was up to him. And making that little statement there at the beginning. I don't know. I don't come away with it feeling all that much better about the situation because he really didn't say much and was putting it on the media, I guess, for just the
The
storyline
guy's a
in
rookie and
general.
hasn't been around the league for 10 minutes. Do something and earn a little bit. Before you show up your quarterback on the field. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I hear you there.
He's a rookie.
I hear you.
Deontay wants to say something. Okay, he's been in the league. He's done something. Even back to Antonio when he'd have his blow-ups. Man, he had produced on the field. This guy hasn't done anything yet. Made a couple spectacular catches. I'll give him that. And maybe he's going to be a tremendous receiver down the road. But do something in the league before you cop that attitude with me.
I think he's trying to ride that line between not making it a bigger deal than it already has become or already is, but yet not backing down from what he did and not apologizing for what he did or, saying that it's a bad thing. And he's like so careful with his words. He doesn't want to say the biggest or say something that'll blow it up even further. I think he said at one point during that he said, it's not me, it's y'all. As far as like
Right.
the negative,
becoming a story.
yes,
Right.
the negative storyline of
Well,
it.
what does he
so-
expect when the cameras catch him? Deontay catches the ball and then apparently fumbled at that point. They had ruled it a fumble.
Yeah.
And he's walking off the field. Throw me the bleeping ball. What does he expect people? First of all, you got to realize there's cameras on you all the time. And he doesn't realize that?
Well, mentioning T.O. too in those answers is a little questionable for me in a couple of ways. One, because you're comparing yourself to Terrell Owens, who did a lot in the league, what you have not done yet.
And Terrell Owens also he didn't get into the Hall of Fame for a long time because people they thought he was a team killer, a
Yeah.
quarterback killer. He moved from team to team.
He didn't have that great of a reputation as far
he
as
didn't.
working with
Great
quarterbacks.
player, no doubt.
Right. So I don't know if you really want to mention him in your responses either. I don't know. I'm trying
It's
not to make this
I don't
a
think
big
it's a
thing.
big deal. I
No,
really
I don't. I don't either.
But I'll bet you this. I'll bet the first series they throw to him. Just the other day, how about 2 weeks ago? Deontay, same deal. Twice the first two passes from Pickett to Deontay.
And I'm okay with that if it's the beginning of the game, you're trying to get him into the rhythm of the game, but I'm not okay with it if it continues throughout the game and he's clearly forcing targets his way. Then it becomes a problem. I don't think Kenny Pickett's going to do that. I think he's smarter than to do that, but I wouldn't be surprised either if right away to begin the game they just get him involved and at least throw a couple passes his way.